Yo guys, what's up and welcome back. 5 hours till this weekly close. Today is October 11th. It's gonna be a little different episode today. I'm just gonna plow through it. I'm gonna let you know everything that you need to know and what you should be watching for on this weekly close coming up. Typically we have a long episode. We take a lot of requests, look at a lot of charts. Today I have a family thing to go to and I'm not sure exactly what time I'll be back. So we may miss the weekly close here live. Depending on what we see into this close and when I get home. Ooh, excuse me. We may have a second stream tonight. We'll see what, we'll see what the, what's in store. So if you like this video, please, remember to like the new stream and subscribe. Also, in the video description, there is a link to a public patron post that has a little taste of what the patrons get. It's a full Bitcoin time frame update, so it goes through every time frame, talks about what indicators are telling us what important levels we should be looking for. And check that out after the stream if you have a minute. It's definitely worth the read. So let's get into it and get rolling. 5 hours to go, and this weekly candle has been a welcomed change to the last few weeks, months. We're seeing a little excitement return to the space, and rightfully so, but not quite back in full swing. What we should be looking for here on this close is a few things. There's some critical levels above us, some critical supports below us. Currently the high of this weekly candle is 11,500. That is actually looking left, a pretty historical level for weekly closes. So ideally, we would like to see a close above that level. We have resistance in the 11.5 area, and then there's a small gap up to 11,655. Another resistance at 11,918. Maybe some minor resistance in the 12 area, and then above that, not much until 13.8. If we look at the MACD for the weekly, we can see that bearish momentum is showing that it's slowing down and looking to flip back to bullish. So who knows, this could be a spicy close, and if it is, I'm going to be probably bummed that I might not be able to stream for it. So below price we have 10,920 as a weekly resistance. If we see a sell-off into this close, I would look to this level first. It's likely to provide a weekly support or price. There's a few other things I wanted to look at as well. If we look at the monthly, at 11,655 is a big level. We do have 20 days, so plenty of time to get there. Not necessary that we get there this week or anything like that. But a close above that level is going to inspire a lot of confidence in buyers and likely to lead to continuation up to that 13.8. That would be quite a rally. On the monthly, we see that there is not yet signs of slowing in the buying momentum, which agrees with what we're seeing on the weekly as momentum looks to shift from selling to buying. Something interesting, we're always looking for that next thing. We're always looking for what other people aren't looking at here at this channel because we're always watching. This weekly close is one piece of a 4-week close. Price currently, as I said, 11,410. And this 4-week also closes in 5 hours. And so when we look to the previous 4-week closes, we see that price has created a new resistance at 11,918. That's not really new, but that would be a great level if we see a rally into this weekly close to close above. In 5 hours, if bulls can bring the price above 11,920, that will be a crazy bullish sign. That would paint a 3-candle long trade setup and really weigh heavily in the bulls' favor. So watch that level. 11,920 for a move up would be amazing. to close bullish engulfing on the 4-week. Daily, today has not been so interesting yet. We see that buying momentum continues to increase. But so far it's just a candle that is inside the wick of yesterday's candle. I really have a feeling that we're gonna get a little action into this close. If we zoom into smaller time frames, say the hour, zoom into the hour here. Dang, that's the same one. I have a cleaner chart here, I thought. Of course not. Alright, so if we zoom into the hourly, we see pretty similar price action to these last two peaks. Some sideways consolidation. We have a low, then a lower low, and on each of these we got some kind of bullish divergence, and we're seeing that again on the hourly on both MACD, where it's very easy to see. We have a very powerful swing low on our histogram here, lower than the previous peaks, which is a bullish divergence. Again, third time in a row. An additional factor in this one though is that RSI is also agreeing. We have a lower swing in RSI and MACD, which is two indicators agreeing with this bullish divergence. There's definitely an edge possible here. Yeah, this is a welcomed sign, especially after seeing a little life return to the space, to rally up to, or rally so far up to 11.5 and then again paint bullish divergence. Can even see the bottom appears to be rounding here. We'll see how that plays out. On the regular 238 seems to be the total retrace. Each of these previous peaks here retrace to about the same 328 on the first run up to 10.9, 326. I'm sorry. I'm getting dyslexic. I'm trying to rush. I'm not used to this. Usually we take our time. The 236. So on the initial rally to 10.9, price retraced to the 236. On this second rally up to 11.1, again retraced to the 236. This time is a little different, which is an interesting distinction between them. So the local retrace actually came as far down as the 0.5. But when we look at the total move, it aligns again with that 236. So this could be another supporting factor in this move, that this is almost seeming a little fractal-ish, and this third move up may be the start. If you're an Elliott wave fan, we may have seen like a A, B, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, but this may be the first one, the first peak on this move, indicating that maybe we have a larger move up to go once we break this 11.5 high. So spicy price action, I think is ahead, and as the weekly comes to a close, it's a logical spot to look for it. So I envy you guys. I'm gonna be at a 5-year-old's birthday, and you're gonna be watching this spice. So fingers crossed. Maybe it'll wait till I get home. Wanted to briefly look at a few coins here. Litecoin really killing it for us. We got the close over the 200 daily and ran right to $50, right to our target. Now it is likely or probable to find resistance here, but if Litecoin is able to close a daily over this 100 moving average, we may see continuation all the way up to maybe the 64 area. That'd be a really massive move. And Litecoin deserves it, man. It has really taken the brunt of that March sell-off and seems to be struggling to recover. In the event that we get rejection here, I'm going to look to the 200 daily below at 47.30 to act as support. If we get it there, then I think that 64 is still on the table, but Litecoin is one I'm going to be keeping an eye on into this weekly close today. What else do we have? Atom breaking our trading range, hitting our $5.34 target, and completely smashing through our $6 target. Solid, looking really solid on this rally here. Seems to be responding to Bitcoin moving. You know, had a pretty ugly head and shoulders pattern painted, and immediately painted the inverse head and shoulders afterwards. Like, this is a pretty epic fake out. If this continues, I think it is absolutely on the table that it makes a reach to $7.25. Be a measured move from the low. So keep an eye on Atom. Definitely has the ability. Definitely looking like it wants to. In the event that it closes below our previous resistance, we may want to look back to $5.34 for support before rallying to that 725 zone. But Atom looking great, especially after looking so bearish and just flipping a switch. We did see daily bearish divergence that we were looking at here, but it was a flip of the coin. You know, we had an ugly macro pattern painted, and though we had that daily bullish divergence, we just really couldn't tell if we were going to reject here and find a lower low, or find support, which we did, and finish out this inverse head and shoulders. So Atom number 2 I'm looking at today. Number 3, Ethereum, definitely. Ethereum hit our 370 target. We slaughtered. Our targets just got slaughtered in the last 48 hours. Does look like it's potentially losing a little steam here, but I don't think 388 is off the table. I think that it's likely to reach to that level if Bitcoin is able to pull a little more gain into this weekly here. And in the event it doesn't, we see a boring close on Bitcoin. Pretty much all these coins are likely to act the same, likely to trade sideways and wait for Bitcoin to give them the signal. Due to the close over 370 on Ethereum, I believe that it's probable that it will find support here and maybe trade sideways if we don't get that rally immediately to the 388 level. I wanted to talk about this. Dang it. I messed up my order. I'll just finish the altcoins. Finally, OXT looking solid here as well. We're seeing daily bullish divergence. We're seeing our 25-cent support hold, and really has potential for multiple upside targets. If we whip out our fib, slap it on our chart, you can see that we have the 0.5 at 48 cents. That's almost 100% gain from here. Very likely retrace target if we do see a break of 29 cents here. Previous support / resistance. Definitely gonna have my eyes set on 50 cents for OXT. It's looking just too juicy. This pullback has created very little resistance in my opinion. Possibly the only one we can see is this wick on the 20th of September to exactly the 0.5 level. I said 50 cents, it's 48.48, so close enough. But that's really the only zone of resistance or level I would look for that's been created. There's not a lot of momentum here. This was a slow bleed, and the whole time just building tons of potential energy, tons of momentum, or tons of power, not momentum, for a move to the upside. So keep an eye on OXT. Not my favorite coin, but I'm liking the way this chart looks right now. So I meant to talk about this right after Bitcoin because this is important to the close here for this weekly. CME closed trading on Friday at 11,110. So Bitcoin currently trading at 11,416 is likely to leave a gap. I'm not the biggest gap follower, but if Bitcoin were to close sideways right here, which I think is unlikely at this point, you can see that this would be a pretty big gap, even if Bitcoin doesn't move before this close, even if we don't get a rally into close. So we're going to likely open the week with a gap below us, all the way down to 11,110. And so that's something to keep an eye on in the week to come. We'd have to see a 3% sell-off in the next 5 hours for CME not to close with a gap. CME has also been trading about $100 premium on Bitcoin, so this gap may even open larger than we can imagine, even than we would imagine, up to 11.5 right now, seeing as the $100 premium on 11.4. And that's like a 3 or 4% gap. That's pretty substantial. Personally, I've been saying, you know, there's no guarantee that we're in the bull market now. There never is a guarantee. Though my confidence is definitely strengthening each day here. I remember saying this last year, 2019, when we started selling off in August and saw a prolonged period of selling. People were talking about gaps all the time, and they were being filled pretty consistently. And I was just remember saying to someone, I can't remember who, I guarantee you when the bull run starts, it's going to leave gaps below it, multiple gaps, because it's going to bait people into not buying and waiting for lower. And that's just the characteristic of a bull market, is the more people that it leaves waiting for lower, the better, I guess. So we'll see. You know, I may be wrong on that. We may see both of these fill, but not confident. I'm not so confident yet that 9,850 to 9,665 will be filled here, at least in the short term. So I think that's pretty much it. Wanted to make this one a quick one. I actually have to run here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And check out that Patreon post. It's in tons of detail, and I think that I think you'll really enjoy it. So I will catch you guys later, hopefully today. Happy trades, and fingers crossed for this close today, guys. Catch you later.